Okay, this is going to be our lecture on layer states. I'm out today, and so you do have a substitute. I've got that meeting to go to. You're going to have a paper that the sub's going to hand you. It's going to look like this. All right, so it's going to look like this. And if you notice, this one says normal. This is where we start from. We have our plot plan, we have our floor plan, our elevations, and our electrical. These are all the things we have to change through our layer properties. So this is everything we have. And you guys will already have these tabs set out. They're going to be named and such like that. So if you don't have the paper, make sure that the sub gives it to you. And let's go to layer properties. Now, here's all our setup. Notice, put yourself in the format layer. So all you have to do here is double click on the little sheet of paper and see the green. That means we're in the format layer. Okay. Now, we've got all this stuff set up. Many of these you brought in as, I just gave it to you when you inserted the file, but we want to save this as our normal. You see right here, this third button over, right here, if you click on this layer state manager, right now it says property. Go ahead and we're going to delete that. And let's click on new. So with new, what we're going to name this is going to be our normal. And this is ready to start our drawing. This is the one that all the layers will be back to normal that you can see, and just tell it okay. Okay, now we're going to close this out. That's the first one done. Believe it or not, you've done this whole one here. Now, let me zoom in here on this plot. So I'm going to be reading it off my paper, but I want you to understand. Okay, when we get ready to do our plot plan, see this 0 layer? Just leave it alone. It is a no print layer anyway. But if you take a look here, the first one we have is fence, format, hidden. It's alphabetized. So we're coming over here. So we're going to take appliances, frozen, counters, frozen, def points, frozen, dimensions, frozen, door, frozen, electrical, frozen. Fence, it is going to be on. It is blue. It is in fence. And ours is right here with the fence. It is on. It is blue. We have fence line 2 because they've updated apparently since I've done this, and it is 0.3. Leave that alone. Our format is already set exactly the way we want it. Leave that alone. Hatch, over here, we don't have a hatch, so it is frozen. Hidden is frozen. Check out this one. House hidden is now going to go turn to white, and it must say white right there, or black, whichever they have, white. It is going to be hidden. And it is going to be 0.3. Look at this, landscape, white, continuous 0.25. Landscape, white, continuous 0.25. Okay, other is going to be blue, continuous 0.3. Other, blue, continuous 0.3. The next one we go to is property. So plumbing is going to be frozen. So property here, white, phantom 0.7. Here's property. It's on, white, phantom 0.7. We're going to leave it alone. Check this one out. Roof, white, continuous 0.6. Roof, on, it is going to be white. It's continuous, and we're changing this up to a 0.6. Text is white, continuous 0.3. So text is on, it is white, continuous 0.3. Over here, yard hatch is on. So guess what? Here's walls. They're frozen. Windows are frozen. Wiring is frozen. Now, yard hatch is the last one. It is at cyan color, which it is. It's continuous in 0.3. So what I want you to do right now, pause this video and go through all of your layers. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. Okay? So do that and double check. If you have to put your fingers on the screen, please do, but don't make a mess on things. But this is what we need. Okay? So pause it out. Double check all your stuff. Okay, now you're back. Hopefully you've got this the correct way. I want you to come up here, the third button over, Layer State Manager, and click it. we are going to now click New, and we are going to call this Plot. What is this? When we need to print the plot drawing. So when we do this, it'll be exactly what we want to see. Okay, so we're going to tell it okay. And when we're here, we're just going to close. Okay, so we've got that. That's our plot. Let's go ahead and let's come up here and let's do our elevations. We don't have very many things to do with elevations, but we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to start with 0, leaving it alone. Notice the first thing we have is doors. So we're coming to appliances, it's frozen. Counters, frozen. Def points, frozen. Dimensions, frozen. Doors, they are now turned on. So I click that little snowflake. It is going to turn to white. It is going to be continuous, and it is now 0.4. And tell it OK. Electrical, notice electrical is frozen. Fence is frozen. Format, we'll leave it alone. Hatch. Hatch is now on. It is going to be white. It is going to be continuous, and it is 0.3. Okay, the next thing we have, hidden is frozen. House hidden is frozen. Landscape is frozen. Other is frozen. Plumbing is frozen. Property is frozen. Our roof is on. It is white. It is continuous, and it is now 0.4. Okay? Our text is on. It is white, is continuous, it's 0.3. Check out our walls. Our walls are on. They are white, they are continuous, and they are 0.4. Okay? Our windows, they are on. They are now white. They are continuous, and they are also 0.4. Our wiring is frozen, and our yard hatch is frozen. Okay, that's our whole next setup. So with that, pause it again, and I want you to double check every one of your layers. Okay, make sure this is exactly the way it's supposed to be. So compare to your paper, double check, please. Go ahead and pause. Okay, hopefully you've double checked and you've paused, and now you're back. You're done with it. Come back here to Layer States again. Click on New, and please type in Elevations. And this is for when we are ready to print our elevations. And we're going to tell it OK. All right, that's done. And you notice the yes is changing as we change things. So we're going to go ahead and close. Now that's elevations. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to skip down from electrical to floor, and I'll show you why. We're going to go jump to do our floor first. Okay, so let's work on floor plan next. Remember, 0 doesn't matter. We're going to leave it alone. Appliances, those are going to be on. They are now going to turn white. They are continuous, and they're 0.3. Counters, they are turned on. They are still going to be blue, continuous, 0.3. Leave that def points alone. No one needs them. Dimensions are frozen. Doors are on. They're white, continuous, and they are 0.3. Remember, if you think I'm going too fast, you can slow it down. Okay? Electrical, frozen. Fence, frozen. Format is already done. Hatch, frozen. Hidden is going to be frozen. House hidden is going to be frozen. And you know what? I'm going to back up. I do not have this on this one here, but some of you guys do have the hidden lines. So if you do have hidden lines, I will tell you this. Go ahead and leave your hat or your hidden on, because I know there's several of you. You know who you are. And let's turn this to white. Leave it as hidden and 0.3. House hidden is frozen. Landscape is frozen. Other is frozen. Plumbing is on. It is going to be white. It is continuous, and it is 0.3. Property is frozen. Roof is frozen. Text is just fine the way it is. It's white, continuous, 0.3. Walls are on. They're continuous, and they are 0.7. Then you've got windows are on. They're white. Whoops, cancel that out. Windows, they are on. They're white. They're continuous, and they're 0.4. Wiring is frozen, and yard hatch is frozen. Okay. Go ahead and pause. Well, actually, go ahead and pause it. Take a look at it. I'm sorry about the little glitch here with this hidden. I'll try to get the paper updated before that. But actually, I'm not going to get it updated. I know I don't have time. Pause. Double check everything you have. Okay. Hopefully you paused. You double checked. Everything is fine. We're coming over here again. We are clicking the Layer State Manager. We are going to click on, surprisingly, New. And you're going to call this Floor. And the description, ready to print the floor plan. Okay? And tell it OK. And then close. All right, now we're going to do our last one, which is going to be our electrical. And you'll understand why I said to do what I did earlier. So let's start over again. We got 0, leave it alone, it's set. Appliances, they are on. They're no longer white. Watch this one. See these numbers down here, guys? Let me see. That one says 8. That one says 9. It is this one right there. See this third one in? It says 252. That's the color I want for that. And tell it OK. It's continuous, and it's 0.25. Whoops. Stupid mouse. It is 0.25. Okay? Now counters, they are also on. They are also 252. They're continuous, and they are also 0.25. Def points, leave it frozen. Dimensions, leave it frozen. Doors. Doors are white. They're continuous, but now we're dropping them down to a 0.25. Electrical. Electrical is now on. It is white. It is continuous, and it is 0.4. Fence is frozen. Format is on, and format is just fine the way it is. You notice we don't mess with that. Hatch is frozen. Once again, if you have that hidden, the hidden will be on, and the hidden is going to be that 252, and I apologize for that. I'll have it fixed for next year, and that's going to be 0.25 also. House hidden is frozen. Landscape is frozen. Other is frozen. Our plumbing is turned on. It is going to go to our 252. It's continuous, and it is going to be 0.25. Remember, guys, you can pause this at any time. Property is frozen. Roof is frozen. Text is fine the way it is. Walls. Walls are going to be on. They're continuous, and we're going to make these 0.35. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry, guys. White, continuous, and we're going to make this 0.35. Windows are on. They're white. They're continuous, and these are 0.25. Wiring, it is on. It is now white. It is going to be continuous, or sorry, hidden, and it is 0.4. Hang on a second. So that's wiring is white. It is hitting is 0.4. The last one is yard hatch. So with yard hatch, we've got that done there. And yes, of course, I'm going to get interrupted today. All right, so I've got that all set. So these are all set. Pause the video, watch what it is, and double check. Really make sure it's 252. Come over here again and click on the third one. And over here, you're going to go new. This one here is going to be our electric. And this is when we are ready to print our electric. And we're going to tell it OK. And that should be set. And we're going to close. OK. Now, with that, we've gone through all these different things. Let me show you what the purpose of these are. OK. Now, please do not do this when you're in any other tablet model. In model, I'm going to show you really quick what the whole purpose of this is. Okay? If I come here and I say electric, okay? Look what this is going to look like. What is the most bold thing you're seeing is our electric plan. See the difference? If we come here and we change to our floor plan, look what you're going to see. If we come here and we go to our elevations, watch this. Where's our elevations? Our elevations are ready to go here. If we go in here and we change it to our plot, look what we've got here. Do you see how things have changed and popped? So the last thing is right here, normal. If we go back to normal, we see everything clear. Okay, I need this completely done today while I'm gone. And once you are done, remember, I want you to take this and go through and double check to make sure everything is on the proper layers and such. So you'll have that. This must be done while I'm away because tomorrow when we come back, we have 1 or 2 small things we're going to do, and we are going to start printing all of your work. Does that make sense? So if you want, leave yourself in the normal layer state, and we should be set with this. Does that make sense to y'all? Okay. Hopefully you'll get that done. And sorry for the interruption, but someone must be here to make up work. Okay?